Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you?
Perfect.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Fine.
All right, I can see you.
We here,
I can
man.
see you. Did you get a vaccine?
I didn't,
And you're alive.
and I'm alive to
There we
talk.
go.
I'm here today to talk.
He's
about
here. So this is Mafi.
Yes, sir.
Derek Jones.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like that. Hey, Mark. Hi, Mark.
Mark. Hey, Mark Hallie.
The Mark Hallie Show.
How did you do it and why? So I think you all know this is Mark from the Mark Hallie Show. We got Mafi here with us. Okay, Mafi D.
Mafi, come on, hey man, come on, baby, yay!
We got Mafi D.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Mafi does a lot of rap. And
I do a lot of rap.
I know, and he spends an enormous amount of time. I've been watching on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I read your little form. You got a pretty cool story, and I'm so thankful you reached out.
Yeah.
You know, because I just I don't know. I like the story. Small similarities. A lot of difference of how we were brought up.
Yeah.
But so tell us a little bit about Mafi D.
Mafi D is a artist, as we know now. You know what I'm saying? He is a community activist. You know what I'm saying? He's a motivational speaker. He's an entertainer. He's not insecure. You know, Mafi D is confident. You know what I'm saying? Mafi D is firm handshake and a nice smile. You know what I'm saying? He's a people person, you know, as Derek is the total opposite. Yeah.
So aren't we all though? I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
we're all
like-
two
he's-
people,
Exactly.
if not three or four.
Exactly. Exactly. You know? So
You know?
yeah, that's to sum it up, man, who he is.
And so, you know, it's interesting you say that because, you know, when you're running around being like boss man like I was, you know, and people start saying, you know, oh, look at, you know, you did this and you did that. But then there's a whole nother me, and it's not that guy. You know,
You might not even want to show that guy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're
Yeah.
hiding him a lot.
Yeah.
You know, the little boy who's from Philly who is scared,
Yeah.
you know, and wants to prove that he's cool to his brothers and has to prove that he's cool to his neighborhood. And when I was little, you had to go around. I had to beat up Billy Baines to prove that I was stronger than Ricky Croft. And Ricky Croft would call and say, hey, you know, Bobby Mears coming by, and Bobby Mears says he can beat you up. And back then there was all this little, it was allowed to be. It was the 60s, you know, you know, somebody says they're, you know, we weren't pulling knives out, but if somebody says, you know, Bobby's coming by and he think he's tougher than you, well, then you're going to end up having to,
No, we got to see about that.
you're just going to have to fight Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and if you didn't, and then my old man would always say, oh, you know, Mark's going to go out and fight Bobby Baines. And my dad would be like, hey, Tom, trail. If it's one-on-one, I'm okay. But, you know, Harry Baines, his brother, he's been known to jump in and help out. And I want you to be floating along around there.
Right.
But, you know, so now that's the little person that's in there, the one who's scared to death when they're walking out there because I got to like be somehow tough. But I guess I am. As a
Guess you are
result,
what, tough?
I am. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
I
yeah.
am. I got
Yeah.
grit. I know I got grit. You know, and
You push through that emotion. On the other side of that is who you came out to be,
yeah.
right?
Now I'm 65, and I think I know who I am. Got a little bit of a grip on it, you know.
Yeah.
But so anyway, tell me. Let's touch base a little bit. You talk about Mafi D and Derek. So let's talk a little bit about Derek we'll say Mafi D, but
Yeah.
Derek had a life before Mafi D.
Derek did. Derek is man, Derek is still in search of something, man. You know, Derek still has a void to fill. You know, Derek sometimes is I would say sometimes to himself, you know, very indecisive. Derek is still in search of who he is, you know what I'm saying? Every day I feel like Derek sometimes is more sad than he is happy. Derek dwells a lot on the things that he didn't have, or the things that or the sacrifices people should have made for him, or you know. Derek is, I feel like, sometimes stuck in the past and blind to all the the forward motion that he's been able to do. He's blind to the growth within him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's still so stuck in everything that's happened in the past, you know what I'm saying?
And well, I know some of that, but
Yeah.
you know, I know you carry some shame around shit you did and your
Yeah.
family and all.
Mhm.
So just talk a little bit about that, because I
Um,
think first off, I meet you and I say, wow, look at this young man, and
Yeah.
he's picking itself up, and
Yeah.
I read about you, and I'm like, I really want to meet you because I admire it.
Yeah.
But maybe you don't feel that on the inside.
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. You know, and it's not that I'm not proud of myself or I don't see the things that I do, but I just, I feel like there's so much work still to be done. So I just want to keep my head down and just keep going, but not musically, just as a person, as a man, as a human. I
Mhm.
want to. It's a continuous road to just for growth for me. I don't want to be somebody who thinks that they know it all. I just got it all under control. Even if even when my life continues to get better. I feel like
Uh-huh.
there's always not better, but there's always room for growth. You know what I'm
Of course
saying?
there is. Of
Yeah.
course there is. I mean, so tell me a little bit about where I know you had some rough times when you were younger.
Mhm.
So I guess your old man got himself in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was about like 3 years old, my dad ended up going to prison for a crime he didn't commit. And it took a toll. It took a toll on me early on, as a little boy. I feel like now with me having a son, it's I realize how much a little boy needs just that structure or that father figure in his life, and I never really got that. And I feel like I was forgot about, you know, um on both sides of my family sometimes. Like, I know they love me, but
Mm,
even with my mom, you know, I got two little sisters, and so my mom, she had me when she was 16.
mm.
And
That's a girl.
yeah,
She's a
she
girl.
was a girl. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's crazy you say that because I never understood that until recently. I took my mother out to eat and we just sat down and had a conversation about
Good.
life and stuff. But
Did she talk about being 16 and having a baby?
a little bit, but I feel like the the things that she did say, it made me realize like I grew a different level of respect for her
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
now that I'm older,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I can understand your situation.
Yeah.
Being 16 with a newborn baby. Like my
What do you
mom,
do?
yeah, my mom has graduation pictures from high school
Mm-hmm.
with me in the picture as a
Damn.
1-year-old. So by the time she was 17, I was 1.
Mm.
So still a baby. And by the time she was 20, she had 2 more kids, which is my little sisters.
Wow.
So she never really had a time to
She was never a kid.
she was never a kid. And she never had a time to, I feel like, uh emotionally mature.
Mm-hmm.
Or
No.
just yeah, it was one day it was all fun and games, and then the
Boom.
next few years life hit her. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that my mom never gave up though. She did everything she could. I never went to no foster system. You know what I'm saying? She had a amazing support system, you know what I'm saying? All black women, strong black women in my
Good.
family
Good.
that helped raise me, that I love dearly. But there was times, when I did feel alone, you know what I'm saying? You
Well,
know,
of course you did. You
yeah,
were alone.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I'm one of 8. And my
Yeah.
old man was around me all my life.
Mhm.
And, that formed me.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
pick it. I
Right.
just got plopped in it. I
Yeah.
would say, hey, I lived.
Just put here. Just feel
I,
like you just feel in this motherfucker.
yeah, I mean, a mile away, you would have been in West Philadelphia in bad neighborhoods.
Mhm.
But somehow I went plunk. And
Mhm.
some other person went plunk.
Mhm.
And now here I am sitting and going to good schools and having
Yeah.
a dad and all that.
Right.
Still manage to try and fuck it up with alcohol and drugs. But,
Mhm.
you know,
I've been there.
yeah, well,
I've been there.
that we can talk about.
Yeah.
So
I've been there, man. Yeah.
So anyway, so now, mom, you've gained an appreciation for your mother.
Yeah, tremendous amount of appreciation, man, because the things that she went through, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And me knowing my mom's story and just knowing, like, having an understanding of how young she is, and like me being that young, and having little girlfriends that young, and just realizing like you're still a kid at 16.
Oh my
You know what
God.
I'm saying? You're still a child. You really can't do nothing for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
No,
And so
no.
to see where my mom is today, you know, um it just shows the strength that she has and the resiliency that she has, and it motivates me to just want to continue to like be the man that I don't feel like she ever had. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good. You know what?
Yeah.
It's 16 girls. I've had 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing I love about nature, right? Well, scares me with nature. But like I'll sit down with them, maybe like 13 or so, and I'll say, some of those guys, when they're hanging out with you and, let's say they want to hold your hand, they want to do the next thing.
Yeah, they want to go further.
They
than
want to
that.
kiss you.
Yeah.
And they go, no, Dad, it's not that way anymore. And I'll stare at them and I'll think,
Where do you think I've been at?
Not only that, you feel like you're like a lamb to slaughter. Like don't you realize I'm not against the guys.
Mm-hmm.
They just happen to be trying to do something to my daughter, which makes me want to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
which is your natural instinct as a father. But you have to realize if I kill him, then I go to jail. That's not good.
And then I won't be here for you guys at
all.
all.
And I'm not going to kill him. But I. So anyway, the point is, every one of them, Dad, he's just my friend. I mean, literally stare you right in the eye, and you would say, but no, I'm not mad at him for what he wants to do.
It's in his nature.
This is just nature.
Yeah.
It's just nature.
It's in his nature.
That light doesn't click on, I swear, until they're in their early 20s.
Does it ever click on?
Not fully.
Like,
no.
I don't even feel like it ever clicks on for them that, you know
No,
what I'm saying? Like,
no.
Like, yeah, we cool. We cool,
but wait.
to a certain, like, even your friend, like, you know what I'm saying? They'll take it there if you open the door.
Oh,
if they can read the room and they feel like it's available, they're gonna walk through that door.
Yeah, well,
no question.
There is a part in the man's mind that I don't think a woman can ever access. There's this.
Yeah.
There's just a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
that's real though.
It is.
That's real. Man.
I mean, they say one of the reasons why you wear a wedding band, right?
Yeah.
And they say is to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a guy.
Yeah.
And you need to have ways to say,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a married man.
There's many different ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, there are. And
saying no is more powerful than we think, man. Saying no is yeah.
And it's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it's against, well, so many things. It's against what you want to do.
Yeah. Temptation. And that's like one of the that's one of the hardest things to fight off. I'm telling you, boy, Listen, I deal with that. Man, listen, every single day, man. Every single day. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you're married now.
No.
I thought you were married. I said, what's that song? Let's Get Married.
Shit, that's a song. That's just a title.
On Instagram, I saw that picture. I thought you were getting married.
Nah, man.
Oh, no.
But I'm not against it, though. I'm not against marriage. I'll do it. I would do it.
Okay.
For the right person, I'd do it for sure.
All right.
I would. I love that. I love for sure.
Okay.
For sure. But right now, nah. I got a lot of work to do.
How old are you now?
I'm 29.
Oh, shit. 29.
What's that?
You're barely out of your diapers. Good God in heaven.
I feel old, though, man.
No, you ain't old. You're young.
I feel old.
God.
I think it's just because of the things that I've seen and things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I feel old. I got 2 kids, so,
Well, what have you seen that makes you say you're old? Tell me just about the backstory. You heard about me. You write this thing to me, which is very well written and very, and touching.
Mm-hmm.
So now you come in here and I think you're married. You're not married.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got? Like 7 girlfriends? 8?
Hey, Mark, what you on, man? What you doing over there, man? What you on, man? Nah, look, I'm
thinking I'm 29. I'm like,
look, I'm experiencing, man. I'm living life, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about love.
It's always about love.
Mm-hmm.
It's always about love, but nowadays, first of all, I lead with love. First of all, I lead with love and respect. Period.
I do, but I know that. I mean, all kidding aside,
Period.
I know that.
But as far as relationships stuff like that, right now, man, I'm living, man. I got a lot of goals that I feel like are more easily obtainable when there's no feelings attached, or when I don't have like no obligations you know, towards somebody else's feelings. Because sometimes the moves I might need to make, you might not agree.
Well, then you can't.
I'm just not in a space right now where I can be considerate of that.
Then
and I
you
gotta
can't
be
do
honest.
it.
Yeah, I
can't do it.
gotta be honest about that. You know, I just feel like, you know, I would just need, like, right now, just a friend, just, you know, to be, you know, real supportive of things I got going on, and I can support them and cheer them on in the same way. You know, and when the work is done, then, you know, I'll be able to settle down and be like, you know what, I want to experience that.
You know what'll happen. This happened to me. I went through rehab at 25, 26, started getting my shit together, and somewhere around 28 or 29, no, 20, 27, I met a girl, and I just was like, at about 28, we got married. I got married when I was almost 31, but by then I wanted to be married. There wasn't any,
by when? By 31?
31.
I got 2 years, man.
Yeah, you got 2 years.
I got 2 years.
Okay, I'll send you some women. Okay. Here's the thing.
I got 2 years, man.
Here's the way I do it. I got a deal. I find rich women, okay, and I send them your way. All right, now.
I love the sound of that.
Okay, now, I get the rich woman. Now, I'm probably going to know her really well, okay? So you can't let her know I hooked you up.
Okay.
So you hook up with her.
All right.
Okay, now you're going to marry her.
Okay.
Right now, she's rich as shit. So now you're going to have her assets with you, okay?
He giving me some game right now.
Okay, right now, 1 year later, you're going to ditch her, divorce, okay? We're going to come up with a reason that you got to get the divorce. Now, when you get the divorce, you get half the money. You got to kick me 25% because I hooked you up, okay? But you can't let her know because she's a really good friend of mine. I think it's a good deal. You in?
Hey, man. I like how you think, baby. I like the way you think. We in on this together, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Now, listen, it's very important. If I happen to see you with her, you cannot act like you know me.
I ain't even going to look your way.
No, don't even look at me.
I ain't going to look at you, man.
Hey, are you Mafi? And you're like, no, I'm Mafi D. Go to hell.
That's it. That's it.
And
I like the way you think, Mark.
And then the money.
I got to come kick it with you, baby.
Yeah, and the money has to be I got a lot of ways. Okay, I have my own business. We had a lot of ways to get the money from me to you, and you back to me.
This just sounds like mob talk right
This
here,
is
man.
mob talk, okay? A lot of people are going to die. People are going to die around us, but we got money.
For sure. For sure, man. For sure.
So anyway, you got yourself in trouble as a younger man, and I know that weighs heavily on you. What
I'm
was
trying
that?
to rewrite it now.
Well, you are going to make it right. I know it.
Man, I did a lot of things, man. Like, as far as just, selling drugs, getting caught up for selling drugs, getting caught up for carrying pistols, and that was really my main thing right
and
there.
when you get caught up in that, now being totally, this is not a world I know at all. I don't even know rap.
Yeah.
What's going on with this rap thing? Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I have this young guy I know. I said, send me the best song you like. He sends me somebody from Suicide Boys. You know them? I don't know them either, but whatever. They're a rap song, and I listened to it in my car, and I'm like, that's okay. But
what is it about rap that you can't understand?
Well, that's
what is it about it that you feel like you just like?
It's not that I can't understand. What trips me out is all my daughters like it. But it's like, it's the whole thing about art, like what is it? What is it that music comes out of something, right?
Yes.
And it hits you. And it has an impact.
It's a frequency.
It's a frequency.
Yeah.
Mine came from the 70s and 80s, and there's just this frequency that runs through me.
So you feel like the frequency's changed?
I've changed. No, well, pardon me. When I hear, there are rap songs I hear, don't get me wrong, where the melody, the sound, I like it. But I can't understand the words because the speed, the way they're talking. The music that I know is more, old
substance based.
Well, I don't know, because yours is substance based. I would say something's going on that my 3 daughters are sitting in that car listening to rap, and they are invigorated. They're turned on.
Maybe it's new times. Maybe it's just a new time.
It's just what it is. Art, art for art's sake. Walk through an art museum. I used to do this when my kids are little. Like, just walk into like a gallery. Just let them go. And just say, which one do you like?
See
Just
what piques
kick
their
back.
interest, what catches them, right?
Kick back, and it'll trip you out because some of them will like walk up to one that you'll think is like, oh God, that's disgusting, and they go, I like that. Do it with one of your kids. Just walk them in front of a bunch of artwork and just say, which one do you like? And it's just interesting to watch their little brains just process, you know, and the shit that they'll find out, like, oh, that reminds me of, you know, some crazy story they know from book they read. So what is it that makes me, it's not that I can't, like I listen to a couple of your songs. I like them. But would I sit back and say, oh, I'm going to listen to that 10 times? Probably not. I would go back and say, I want to listen to Bob Dylan.
Okay.
Now, if you listen, so I was superimposing like the lyrics of Bob Dylan and listening to the lyrics of something my daughter was listening to. And I was reading the text, right? So the words are obviously different and I have to fight through it a little bit. But I'm like, so that's poetry. To me, this is poetry. So who's right and who's wrong?
I think it's both right. It's just different, you know. And I feel like in life, I mean, we gotta appreciate each other's differences, right? That's what life is.
Oh, you got. I mean, to me, it's art.
It's art.
Art's art.
Yeah.
You know,
Most
are you gonna yell at somebody?
Right.
You shouldn't like blue.
Right.
Fuck you. I like blue.
Yeah.
You know. So you know.
So it's subjective. It's subjective.
So now back to you. You got yourself in trouble, and when you're running around in that world, is it just like you don't per se realize it? You like I'm fucking up, or
nah? You don't, man, because you're just living. It's just day to day. You just getting up, you going outside, and essentially, it's you just being with your friends. You know, you just being with your friends in the neighborhood, and then
that's what everybody's doing. So
that's what everybody's doing. So you end up doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just to feel involved or to be a part of something. I feel like, you know, everybody want to be accepted in one way or another.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. You know, that's what it was for me. It was normal. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're young, you're impressionable. Everybody's doing the same thing. And if this is what my bro is on, this is what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Or if this is what my uncles is on, this is what I'm on. This is what my dad was on, this is what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? This is who I was looking up to, this is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying?
And Dad's in prison by this time.
Yeah, he's been in prison since 3 years old. So by this time, he was well in prison for over 10 years.
And is he still in?
Yeah.
When's he going to get out?
He's fighting for it. But right now there's no official date though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're just caught in this ungodly government quagmire.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy, man. Like, I've done time, but not as much time as a person in my circumstances would think I would have done. You know? Like
how much time did you do?
Just a year. Just a year.
That's a long time.
I mean, but
I mean, in the
if
big
you think
league,
about it from like how I came up, a year ain't nothing. A year ain't nothing because I got friends that's doing 15, 20 plus years. I got my dad who got life. I got my uncles who's spent more than my whole life in jail. You know what I'm saying? Damn. I'm 29, so all them together, they've done way more prison time than I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather. I watched my grandfather get arrested on the news, you know what I'm saying, sitting with my mom. Yeah. So like my mom's dead. So I've seen it, I've been around it, my cousins, you know what I'm saying? I grew up around addicts, you know, I live with addicts in my grandma's house. I've had to, man. So
but it's your story. The thing is, it's just like when I hear that, I think, well, okay, so what did I do? I did what my brothers did. I did what my uncle did. I did what they did. So what was I surrounded with? I was surrounded with people that were going to school, doing shit, getting an education, getting a job. Now you're not right. I'm thankful I wasn't, but there's no, I guess what I would say is there's no shame because that's just where you were.
Yeah.
You know, and now, you go ahead.
I don't think I wouldn't look at it as shame, but sometimes I do sit back and just look at like people who come from different circumstances than I did, or even people that came from the same circumstances but might have had different influences in their life. And I just be like, damn, I be thinking I'm so far behind the A-ball where I'm like, man, I should have just did this and did that. But then like you said, like how was I supposed to when my influences were different, you know?
Yeah.
When I was going home to something totally different than they was going home to.
I can't imagine. Personally, I mean, honestly, it's just like it's like watch a goddamn movie. I don't, you know, it's entertainment as opposed to reality. Other than other than when I was a kid, we used to play basketball where West Philly, you went into, hardcore black hood neighborhoods to play.
Yeah.
And theirs was a big difference. I just remember playing basketball and being like, fuck, this is a different world.
Yeah.
I just like, just different, and it was fun, but then there was always prickly shit going on.
What you mean by that?
Well, like, okay, so if you were playing down there and it was say it was 5-5 white black guys, everything's fine.
Yeah.
It moves to about 7-3 where you're 3 white guys and 7 black guys, and you start to know that it might be best that you go somewhere else to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on a fast break, you are never getting the ball.
Yeah.
It's
a wrap. It's a wrap. Man. Somebody gonna dunk on your head.
It gets down to 8-2.
Yeah.
And I would stick around, but then you'd start just feeling like people would be letting you know maybe it's best you go. And same the other way. I'm not acting like it wasn't one way, but this was at a time when different cultural time, maybe probably still the same today if you get bumped right up against each other. Like I know Northeast Philly and North Philly, still a lot of banging around going on in there. And I don't know if I blame one or the other. I think they're just where they are, and they're going home and talking to moms and dads that are saying the same shit.
Right.
And they're going out and they're starting fights with each other. And bad shit happens now because you got guns, you got all that.
Yeah.
I got quite frightened once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I was going towards a bathroom and my brother Dan, I said, Dan, I'm going to go to this bathroom. And I go walking over and there's a bunch, black guys hanging out and they're kind of like talking to me and sort of like kind of getting a little closer, and then my brother Dan comes over, grabs me by the scruff of the neck and says, get over here. And I'm like, what? I'm just a young kid. And he goes, don't you ever fucking do that again. And I'm like, what? And he goes, you got to be careful. You got to take care of yourself. And I didn't. I was just a little kid. I was just like, oh, there's just people that look nice.
Now,
that's just.
What if?
Go ahead.
Now, what if I'm gonna play devil's advocate?
All right, here comes devil advocate.
What if they were people that just look nice? And what if was it your brother?
Yeah.
What if your brother instilled some type of fear or instilled some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Like
prejudice
fear upon you that you didn't have until that moment.
Well, let's say this. I don't fucking know. You're not allowed to ask about me so much. Goddamn host here. You're the one on the hot seat. But anyway, so now you go and get yourself in trouble. And now you get thrown into jail for a year. And where'd you go out? Where'd you go?
Just a federal hole up in SeaTac 200th.
Yeah. Because I did the AA meetings up in Monroe Correctional Facility.
My dad was up there.
Was he? I was there for. I went to like 10 of them up there.
Okay. I'm not sure if he was in any AA meetings or nothing like that, but he's touched like majority of the penitentiaries out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's been moving around.
Yeah.
Are you still in touch with him?
Most definitely. I just we're actually about to go see him later on today.
Good. Good. I'm sure he needs that. I'm sure he needs
his birthday was just on the 16th. I went to go see him too as well. So
cool.
Yeah, we stay in touch. That's my guy. That's my best friend, man.
My dad was my best man.
Yeah.
In my wedding, and I didn't like him. I did not like when I was like 16 to 20 till I got clean. My attitude was, what good would be hanging with him? I mean, I knew he loved me.
Isn't it wild how you could say, because you had your father, right?
Yeah, I did.
And wasn't too fond of him.
Not from like once I started fucking around, no. Because he knew what I could tell he knew what I was up to.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like it's the total opposite. Like I never had my dad around, but that's the best person I know.
Well, he is. I mean, he passed. My mom died when I was 25. My dad died when I was 41. So they're both gone. My mom never saw any of my kids. That's why I got clean. My mom she said something to me. I don't know why it stuck, at the age, but at 26, for some reason, well, I was a fucking mess, but I didn't see it. And then I remember my old man saying to me, Mark, you know what's going on with your life? And I'm like, no, what? Fuck you.
I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah, I don't fuck.
Yeah.
We're driving from Philly to the Jersey Shore, and I'm in his car alone. I'm like, oh fuck, I got an hour and a half of this shit. Lying, telling him all sort. He goes, all I know, Mark, is it's 40 miles of bad road, and I've seen it before. That's all he said to me once, and I'm like, fuck you. 40 miles of bad road. Well, lo and behold, within about 5 years, the road was really bad. And my mother...
He was warning you.
Yeah, he was warning, but whatever. He had seen it. And then when I got to be clean and started hanging with him, all of a sudden I met him as a young man. Like I started seeing him as not my dad. Like I started to see like his vulnerabilities because my mom died. And I saw him ripped up.
Softened up, huh?
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
As did I. And then he became my best man. So I think... Well, it's an interesting. Well, we could go on and this could go on forever. Okay, but that's why they made priests and pastors and God and therapists and all. But I mean, I could go very, very. I loved my father. You love your father?
Tremendously.
Good.
Tremendously, man. He is like one of the main reasons why I'm even the person that I am today. Because no matter, like, my dad's been with me through every stage of my life. Even though he wasn't physically here, he's always been there. And he's always been like a voice that I latched onto. And I think he knew that, you know what I'm saying? If he would have told me, if he would have told me that somebody needed to go and this is what needed to be done, I'd have did it. I'd have did it with no question.
But he didn't tell you that.
He's never told me that. He wouldn't dare. You know what I'm saying? He's never, he knows the type of lifestyle that was going on and I was living, and it was one that mirrored his. And he would always tell me, like, man, if you need a gun in the places that maybe you don't need to go to if you need a gun where you're going, you don't need to be in that environment. He never, my dad has never preached or never pushed that lifestyle on me. I chose it on my own in an immature way to try to be more closer to my father, not necessarily to go to prison, but just to get an understanding or just to find love in some kind of way, because it was what I needed wasn't at home.
But it's interesting you say that, because he was a father.
For sure.
Because I mean, he's saying the same shit my dad's saying, and that is, don't go do fucked up stuff. Don't go, like, if there's people with guns. My experience would be it's not a good place to go.
Yeah, because he would always tell me it was only one or two things: is either you gonna use it, or somebody gonna use it on you.
That's not good.
And
so you break
I've
that.
been on both sides. So.
Yeah. So you got yourself in this trouble, and now I know that it hurts you that you have a felony, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's painful to you.
It is, man, because it just stops me from a lot of different things in society. I don't get looked at as a upstanding citizen. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like now that my mentality is different. I want to give back. I want to show the young guys that's coming up after me there's a different way to go about it. There's a different way to get money, and there's a different way to live where you can still be you, confidently you, and still be accepted by whoever it is you're trying to put on for. Because at the end of the day, man, this is my personal feelings. There's a lot of cats in the streets, man. I feel like they only in the streets because they're not comfortable with being who they actually want to be. And it's easier, to fake. It's easier to pick up a gun for some kids, for some people in that environment, to go to school or sit in a class for X amount of hours, or to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's easier to shoot somebody than to raise your hand and ask a question in front of a room full of people that might not know the same. They might not know. They might be just as scared to ask the question as you. So
I mean, here's what I would. I think that life is scary, and I think that you have a past. It ain't going away.
Nah,
it ain't going away.
Nah. I don't want it to though.
No, you don't, because they say with your past, look, don't stare.
Yeah,
Ain't no good to stare at it. You stare at it, it's just going to get uglier.
You know, life is scary, man. But when I sit back, I don't want to live with no regrets though. And I feel like if you live in fear, you're gonna do a lot of you ain't gonna push yourself outside that box.
You got to push through it.
Yeah.
You know, the only way to handle fear is to sort of like run at it.
Yeah.
Run right at it.
Mhm.
Because, you know, you're saying there's Derek and then there's Mafi D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Derek's scared.
Derek's scared.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
For sure.
He should be.
Yeah.
You
but
know?
Mafi got to just run at it.
Mafi's going to run at it.
Yeah.
And who's behind Mafi pushing it? Well, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
There's something inside Derek is saying, I'm not giving this shit up.
It's funny you say that because I felt like that just with like working or hustling or trapping or you know, trapping is selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like that, you know, and I've that's how I came up. That was the only thing that I knew how to do, was try to get some money. It wasn't working. Nobody was telling me, you know, the only person that was telling me I need to get a job was my grandfather. And he was like in his 70s, so I wasn't listening to that shit.
I'm almost as old as him
so
now.
I'm not trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, granddad, you don't know what's going on out here. But the message that you hear the most is the one that wins. You know? So he was the only person telling me that. While there was 1,000 other people that really wasn't telling me nothing. So
I mean, I would tell you right now.
Yeah. And
I have because I train young guys in sales, right? And I hear a lot of this bullshit. You know, if you put down the number, if you put in sales, it's numbers. You don't want to hear it. I know you think you're a person, you think you're an individual. I got it. You're all this great shit. But at the end of the year, I need $1,000 fucking dollars. You know, and the fact of the matter is, if you get 900, we can talk. You come in with 500. We got a problem, you know, and I don't mean that doesn't mean you're a bad guy. You just suck at selling, right? So what I'm saying is the only way to get there is you got to put your numbers down, you know, and it's hard work. But you're right. I mean, the cream will rise to the top, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly, but it will rise. And
you got to stay down for it, man.
That's hard in my observation with younger people. Time is their greatest enemy. It's weird when you get older, time is your friend because you just know it's fast. You know, like to me, if somebody said I'm 29, right? Here's a question I got for you. Can you imagine who you're going to be at 35 right now? 5 years from now.
I can. You know what I'm saying? I can, but
it's a long way off to you, isn't it?
Not really. Not really, because time goes by quick.
Oh, I just said it goes by slow when you're your age. Wait.
Nah, man. I mean, it does when you're younger, but I don't know. I feel like time's flying by.
Right now.
I feel like, yeah.
Well, good.
I feel like time's moving.
And are you getting somewhere?
Most definitely.
Good.
Most definitely.
Why do you think you're getting somewhere?
Because I'm sitting down here with you, man.
It's a good point. It's a good point. I mean, when you get in front, you know what I'm saying? When you get in front of me.
I'm sitting with you, man. And I feel like, you know, I feel like if I was the same person that I wouldn't, this wouldn't even be something that would even pique my interest. You know
I was nervous about meeting you.
Yeah?
Yeah, were you nervous about meeting me?
Nah.
What?
Nah.
None.
Nah.
Not a drop of nervousness.
Nah.
None.
Why would you be nervous?
I don't know. I listened to you. I thought, I was sitting there thinking like, I mean,
is it the music?
It's the music.
Yeah.
Look, you're from a whole different world.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You know, I'm like a young guy. He's from this rap world. He's from the hood. I don't fucking know anything about that other than, you know, so then I'm like, well, fuck it. I don't care. You know, I don't mind.
I mean, I did have some thought, but then I sat back and thought, like, you know what, I belong in these different type of rooms, and I'm somebody who can articulate himself in any room and be myself and still show up and make everybody feel comfortable, man, because it's not where I'm from, it's where I'm going.
But the little Derek Jones in the background, was he saying like, oh shit?
A little bit.
Because that's where the little Mark Halley is. Like my little Mark Halley saying like, oh, I hope this guy likes me. I hope he doesn't think I'm a jerk, you know. And then that's this little guy in the background going like, you know. But when I pull up or when I think about it, I really don't. I just go, well, I guess that's just that little asshole back there saying that stuff to me, and I'm stopped listening to him. You know, I'm just trying to stop listening. When I'm weak, sometimes that little guy gets a hold of me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But now, so tell me this. When you're famous, and I do, here's what I believe. When I meet a young guy like you, right, and if you got your balls to the wall, you know, and that's the only way I know how to do it. And it takes time. Like all these people, like I was saying, when I was like 29, 30, 35, they're all telling me how great they're doing and all this and great, And I am competitive by nature. But now I'm 65 and I'm like, well, why aren't they? Where are they? Like they all, when they were 45, were allegedly 9,000 miles ahead of me. And, you know, I know now, I know that I guess I won. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I won. You know, you know, it's like, you know, are you there? Somebody say, do you realize?
Feeling like I won?
No, me. Do I feel like,
okay.
I don't feel like I won. I feel like I'm just a human being that like, I don't know why. Something clicked in me, maybe like you, and it just said, go.
Yeah.
And don't be an asshole.
Yeah, it's time, man. It's time. Me personally, I just figure I put it on myself, man. Like I grew up, I see a lot of my bros, a lot of my guys is getting time in jail. You know what I'm saying? I see them. A lot of them is dying. A lot of them is still stuck in the same cycle. A lot of my partners I grew up with is on drugs and addicted to drugs, and a lot of my partners is, you know, letting the lifestyle or the drugs or the system or the cycle get in the way of them being great fathers. You know what I'm saying? Great human beings, but it's all the stuff that you're doing is getting in the way of your responsibilities. And I figure, you know what? Why not me?
How do you stay away from them?
I
mean, a bunch of guys are going to get together and they're old friends of yours and you know what they're going to do. And
man, honestly, I got different people in my life now.
Good. That's
you know?
what you need.
Yeah, I've met different people in my life now, and I do different things, and then it's just me understanding my why and what I'm doing this for, you know. And I just, you know, realized that the sacrifices that wasn't made for me. Now I would be a fool. I would be selfish to put my kids in that same situation, and knowing that I'm aware of the things that happened to me and how they made me feel. It's like, well, why would you put your kids through that if you know that this is what, you know, if my kids go through that, they might not be able to turn it around like I did.
Yeah. Look, a lot of little twists in the road that can go sideways.
Yeah. So, you know, my kids is
how old are your kids?
My oldest, she is 9. She ain't biologically mine, but she mine.
Okay.
And my daughter's 8, and then my son is 6.
They need you.
Most definitely.
They need you.
Most definitely.
I mean, I just you know, my youngest is 22.
Yeah.
And shit goes on that gets a little more complex, and they distance themselves from you. But then when they come back, and when the shit hits the fan,
they always come back.
They'll come back.
Yeah.
They won't tell you the truth. You know what I mean?
Don't say that to
no,
me.
No. I hate to tell you this, man.
Don't say that
Kids
to me,
will
man.
lie, but you lied. I lied. You know,
man,
you got to realize it. You know, just be cool.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, I think with my daughters, they've told me that like when they tell you something, no matter what it is, don't react. Just this is the act.
You got to be stone faced.
Oh, you just got to go. Now,
I think I got to work towards that, man. Because when it comes to my kids, man, I'm reactive as hell.
Well, then you got to try and work a little. Well, my wife is reactive. They won't tell my wife.
Man,
they'll be like, "Oh, we tell."
And so that right there, is what will stop your child from being honest and keeping it real with you. If you're reactive.
Well, I won't say that because I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not freaking Mr. Oz or wherever the fuck it is that tells you how to be a dad. Right. But I do know one thing. This is what my one brother-in-law told me, who was a headmaster to school. I said, man, my daughter told me this shit, you know, and, you know, I'm freaked out. What do I do? You know, she had gotten herself in some trouble. Right. And, you know, it was just stupid kid stuff. And he says, so she came and told you. Right. And she told me, and I said, yeah, I didn't know what to do. I kind of froze up. And he said, so what do you want to do? And I said, first off, I'm going to, you know, whatever. Not in the house. She's going to bah, 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 bah. And he goes, oh, that's good. I guess she's going to talk to you again.
Like you fucked up.
You know, like, you know, she came to you and told you something. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't repercussions. Doesn't mean they're not problems.
But you didn't make
But
the
if,
safe.
but if
the space
you,
feel safe.
You didn't make the space, and remember it. That's your jewel. You know, keep that in mind. That that's a precious little thing you're trying to keep.
Yep.
Now the problem with that is you get thinking they're too precious.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Then you start letting them do shit because and now you're stuck. It's like, damn, I should have been more pissed, or so you're playing it back and forth. So I don't have the answer.
For me, I feel like parenting, man, is it's a journey.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody,
And then when you got multiple kids, it's like now you're dealing with all these different personalities, all these different emotions. Your clock is always turning. You're always thinking about, well, it's the same. It's a journey, man.
It's a journey. And you know what? Is it
you grow with them.
Yeah. Is it coming from love? In the end, I can say this. I know that I raised my children with love.
Yep.
And I cared.
Mm-hmm.
And
your kids can feel that.
I would argue that your father and mother gave that to you.
Most definitely.
Because it's in there, and I think that's what drives you. I believe.
Love.
Just a sense of.
I said that. That's crazy you said it, because I say that. Love fuels me, man. That's what motivates me. Honestly.
Mine's love and hope.
Yeah.
And what puts hope in you? The hope of. The hope that there's a better spot for you.
Mm-hmm.
And there is.
You got to believe it. You have to believe it.
And it's hard to hold on to that.
Yeah.
I know in my life in business, it's just a lot of assholes.
Yeah.
A lot of assholes. A lot of men in business are, a lot of them are, they're fucked up. They're mean.
Yeah.
And they're duplicitous, and they'll screw you. And, they'll people who play nice to you and then try and dick you. And I've had that happen. And
so how do you protect what's yours, or how do you protect that from people doing that to you? As far as just me being able, because I want to know for my sake, for when I'm in that position, you know what I'm saying?
Always be, it's a hard thing, because if you're going to meet somebody, you have to go in optimistically. So I meet you, and you and I are going to do some business together. Mm-hmm. If I walk in and I sit in the other room and I say, I don't trust this fucking guy.
You've already put it in your head.
Then done. Why go?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go in wide open, but, what they call, cautious optimism. Don't ever react at the time that somebody, hey, I got a deal for you. Mafi, you and I are going to go, we're going to do some shit right now. Give me $500 and we're in. And this is going to make you a shitload of money. And you're like, yeah, it sounds like a shitload of money. You're right. No decision has to be made today that can't be made tomorrow when it comes to money. Think about that. You mean to tell me this is the hottest shit going on in the world at 3 p.m. today?
Why the fuck you telling me?
Yeah, right. At 8 a.m. tomorrow, it's gone. Something's wrong. Something ain't right. Ain't right.
Mm-hmm. Everybody wants you to make the decision now. Yeah, that's the big thing with a lot of times. Got to do it. Fuck you. I mean, in my mind, I've said it a lot, Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm making so much money. You're making so much fucking money. Why are you coming here asking me for money? If you got money. Because I'm not asking you for money, and I know I got money. Okay, asshole? And I'm not pushing you.
I like that.
I like that.
So you got all the fucking money in the world, and you're coming here asking me for money. Mm-hmm. If it's such a great idea, why don't you do it on your own? Why do you need my ass? Sometimes it just gets down to very, very, it's like two kids in a sandbox, man. It's the same game. Don't get, and that's the thing I always think, just calm down. Have somebody you trust. Have somebody you trust. Okay, cool. People, they always want you to make decisions fast. Always people come into my office. Let me tell you, man, Mark, this company, the bank came to me once and they said, man, this company, you can make a shitload of money if you borrow money from us and buy it, and we got the money. We'll give it to you. And I'm like, you sure they're going to make a lot of money? Yeah, they are. So then I'm going along, and I'm thinking, I borrowed money from this guy before. It took me 3 years to pay him back. And I finally got his ass off of me. I don't have to pay him any more bills. So I said this to him, I joking to him, I go, you know what? Do you have any other loans I don't have to pay back?
Yeah.
Because I'll take your money if I don't have to
Right.
give it back.
Nothing for you.
Nothing for me.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to go buy something that I don't really understand because you're telling me it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but you're going to make me borrow the money to go do it. That sounds fucked up.
Yeah.
You know? So you do. My advice is stay in your fucking lane.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know how to do?
And perfect that shit.
What does Mafi D know how to do? Right? It's going to take a long time to get from here to be an expert. But you can't do 3 things, man. You can't do 4 things effectively. I sold fucking bags for 35 years. The same goddamn thing. You know? And I bet I wasn't until I was like 40 that I knew I was kicking ass. By 40, I'm like, okay, now I can play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I'm valuable. You know, until then, I'm always screaming, wanting people to listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at me, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You know, and then you hit a certain spot but you got to bust your balls to get there. You just got to bust your balls and hope you can find ways to make money and scrape and scrap. Shit, I quit my job in Philly. I had 3 kids and I quit, you know.
Not the bag selling job.
What? Yeah. I left one company and came out all the way, moved across the country to come work for another one. 3 kids, and I cut my pay like 35%. Sell some cars, do some shit, pack up, move to Seattle.
What was it? What made you do that though?
I had to. No choice. Something in me. Just like you. You got to, I think. Something it was pulling me from here. It wasn't from here. And if I would look back on it and somebody 37-year-old said to me right now, Mark, this is what I got in front of me. This is what I think I'm going to do. I might say, don't do that. But you did it and you had success. And I look back and I'd say, whew, a lot of shit could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
But you're 37. My old man said that to me. I was like, fuck you. You know, that's the beauty of, you know, when you're younger, you need that invincibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you
That's how you got to move through life. Honestly.
And it'll bang you around, but I mean, I can tell you got it.
I appreciate
can tell
that, man.
No, I can tell just by the look in your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a little scared kid in there, you know?
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's the one who's going to push you.
Yeah.
He don't want to be.
That's who's been pushing, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's been pushing for a while, you know. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I'm writing a rap song right now back at my house, and
You need some help on that?
I
might got to charge you on that, man.
Yeah, it's not formulated yet. It's got. Nah, I can't do it.
Listen, if you need some help, baby, call me, man. You know, the first one on me.
I got to come up with a name.
The first one on me, man. I got you.
I'm going to be Mark Haley. No, who are you really? Dirk C. That's who I am.
Mafi.
Yeah. Hey, so listen, let's let everybody know. Who am I talking to again here? Mafi D?
Mafi D, man.
And how do we get a hold of you?
Anywhere, man. Instagram, Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mafi D, click with a K, you know, and I got music on all platforms, man.
I know.
D, yeah.
I love your Instagram. I've been watching it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
I've been trying to do my thing. I've been trying to keep up with the algorithm and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Listen, man, one thing about the internet, it's like, I hate it. But at the same time, I love it. Because it's just like, it's a constant question just trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I put myself out there, marketing and all that? Sometimes I just want to be the artist. Or sometimes I just want to be me.
Well,
but it's there's so many different things that go into this, but this is what I'm choosing from my path. So
play the game.
Yeah.
You know, the game's here, play it. You know, and
For
it's
sure.
a little fucked up. It's always fucked up. You know, but you'll you know, it's there and it'll change. Go another 5 years old. I mean, shit for me. There wasn't even laptop computer. There was not computers when I got out of college. We smoked bogues in our office all the time.
What the hell is that?
Cigarette.
Oh, hell no. You probably still smoking.
I don't smoke.
No?
No, I don't smoke.
Nothing.
I still have a nicotine habit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I put everything else down in my life, but I didn't put the nicotine down.
That's good, man.
Oh, nicotine's God sent nicotine to me.
Yeah, hell nah.
I thank the good Lord for God. God, thank you.
Hey, my granddad used to, so you do that shit. What's that? What's that?
I did a little Zin. I did just chewing tobacco. Then my wife said to me, I didn't marry. She found out about shit.
My granddad used to do the one where you I don't know what the hell, it was like a green
plug.
can.
Yeah.
He'll put it in there and then every 2 seconds he'll spit. I'm like,
I
what
did
the
it.
hell?
I did it. And my wife finally said, I didn't marry some goddamn hillbilly from
Get your shit together, Mark.
Yeah, and then
get it together. She don't want to kiss you with that shit in your mouth, man.
But for the longest time, she would kiss me. And I'd say, see? Look at
That's love. That's love right there.
No, what that is filet mignon.
You the guy, you the guy. You the guy, man.
When I take the clothes off, they can't resist me.
Yes, sir.
Now, right now, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
No, it is gross. You see me without my clothes on. Fuck.
Listen, we got to get in the gym. You ain't too old to get in that gym, baby. Get it right.
I go every day.
Yeah.
I go to the gym every day.
You walk?
No, I jog. I walk. I worked out almost every day of my adult life. It's for here.
Yeah.
For my head. I need it. I'm crazy.
I'm starting to feel like that.
I'm crazy. No, I mean, honestly, I believe like I'm not, I think everybody's crazy, but I think I need something to escape
mellow you
reality.
out. Yeah.
I got to get away from reality. You know, it used to be just getting fucked up. Now I got to find something. It's my double martini.
Yeah.
It's my double martini. It's my 6 bong hits and like 12 lines of blow. That's what 2 hours of.
Man, that's what hey, Jack. You was going heavy in your day, huh? In your day, you was.
Well, in the 1980s, yeah. I mean, I hate to get
the
into
80s was a different time.
I mean, I drank every night and got drunk every single night. Smoked pot at least 4 times a day.
I never could smoke no weed, man. I never liked it.
Didn't you?
No.
How about marijuana? How about cocaine?
No.
Speed?
No.
Heroin?
No.
What the fuck?
Now I may have sold that shit, but me doing it,
you didn't use it.
Hell no.
How are you going to sell it if you don't use it?
Shit, because it makes.
I mean, don't you have to say something like,
no.
Oh man, I did this last night. It's like really, it touches my heart. It brings no.
Because it's not, man, listen, it's just about the talk, man. It's about the appearance. And sometimes, you know what I learned from being.
So you were never doing it?
No. Listen.
Fuck?
You know what I learned from selling drugs? I learned people will buy shit from you just because they like you.
Oh, that's true.
Not for no other reason. I could have some bullshit, but they're going to come back just because they like the conversation and they like how I made them feel.
You got to sell. I'm telling you right now. Right now, you got to sell. That's the truth of selling. I've done all my life. I'm fucking good at it. You can only sell from here and somebody likes you. That's it.
Yeah.
And don't be a fucking liar. So you're selling them good drugs.
Sometimes.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Because we gotta get back to the key here.
Yeah.
Mark, I didn't do the shit. So if I didn't, now if that was good.
So listen, sell it.
If that was mediocre,
if you don't do it and you sell it, that's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
But if you use it, okay, so I'm trying to get you out of trouble.
Let me hey, listen. No, I'm out of trouble because I'm not a drug seller no more.
He doesn't sell drugs anymore.
Not
Maybe
no more.
He could
not no more.
possibly.
I sell music.
Attaboy.
That's my drug. That's what I sell, man. When I'm trapping, I'm in the studio.
Good.
I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's consuming my life. You know, I've put that part of my life behind me, and me selling music, I'm watching it in real time manifesting. And I've showed the universe that this is exactly what I want to do and this is where I want to be. And it's been giving it back to me. So it's like
good.
And it's the risk reward is so much better.
You know, I we'll conclude with this because we're going on too long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very important. I got shit to do. You're very important. You got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's very important. He's got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all really important people.
Mm-hmm.
You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm more important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got that?
Is that how you feel?
Yeah. That's where I am right now. Goddamn right. Who else is going to be more important?
All right.
I'm not going to sit here and say you're more important than me. That's not going to happen.
Okay. We're going to see about that. We're going to see about that, man. I like you, baby.
But let me tell you what. When you're in the zone, like yeah, I sold bags, but it wasn't the bags.
Yeah.
It was like a music. It was like a drive. It was past that.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my zone. It was my zone.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm in my zone, I'm locked.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
So you're locked.
I'm locked in right now.
Stay locked.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
It's scary.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I'm getting scared right here.
Yeah. You should. God damn it.
You got any drugs? Hey, listen, we're going to finish this thing up.
Sir.
Mafi D came in, and I'm so glad we got a chance to meet with you.
You too, man.
And I'm Mark Halley, in case anybody forgot. I am the head of the show. These are just people I bring in, whatever. Could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Could be anybody.
Yes, sir, man.
Well, listen.
I appreciate you, man. I dig your style, though, baby. I love it, man. I like how you do your thing, what you're doing over there, man. I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring me back sometime, man.
I would love to.
Let's get a coffee or something, man.
No, that we will do. Thank you for listening to The Mark Halley Show. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, give us a like, share the episode, and subscribe at The Mark Halley Show. New episodes every other Friday. Adios.